Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. What is your destiny card for the week ahead, Aries? What is going on? And this week you get, your jumping card is the death card. This is the week for you to make that final leap. This is the week for you to end something. Now, whenever you see the death card, yes, it's an end, yes, it's transformation and change and all the rest of it, but it always presents you with a choice. This is that moment, it's that final moment of decision where you get to say, okay, this is time to end something, this is time to complete something. And it also, because it's linked to Scorpio, it asks you that question. What is it that you really want here? And what is it that you are prepared to give up in order to get it? Life is kind of, if you consider yourself and your cup, yourself and your life kind of like a cup, that cup needs to be emptied before it can be filled with something else. And the death card always says to you, what are you ready to let go of or release now so that you can welcome in a different experience? If you look at that card, you see how death is cradling the baby there. What that actually says is that in whatever it is that you allow to perish, there is a seed of something new coming through, right? And sometimes in order to grow what is new, we have to release something old. This is the time for you, Aries. It's a week where you are really making that decision to say to yourself, okay, I'm ready to move on now. But what that actually looks like is this is what I need to release to get there. For your direction card, to give it some context, to flesh it out, you have the Nine of Swords. This is you letting go of your worry, letting go of your fear, letting go of your anxiety. We've seen in your previous reading, this is all about your intuition coming in, coming to the light, coming to the fore. And, sometimes it can be really scary to live your life by intuition. I know, because I went through that process myself when I went through my whole, okay, I'm transitioning into this, doing this whole thing full time and delving into this more and more. There were moments where I was like, I can't say that, I can't do that, like it doesn't make sense. My Aquarian sort of sun was kind of at odds with some of my intuitive nudges. And you know what? I trusted them, those hunches, and they took me to where I needed to be. And this is where I've ended up. Your Nine of Swords can be about worry, anxiety. The message here is always get the hell out of your head. Stay out of there. Don't hype it up to be something that it isn't. And, especially for you guys, you're brave, you're bold, you're very rarely afraid of anything. And even if you are afraid of something, you'll do it anyway. Right? We can all learn something from you in that respect. But this is basically saying, this is now you've got to let go of the fear. Now you've got to let go of the anxiety. Now you've got to let go of... excuse me. Now you've got to let go of this idea of what can go wrong, this idea of, it needs to be A, B, and C. This is about you really releasing this idea now. So I will say this to you, it's time, Aries. It's time for you to, no more fear. And even if you are feeling it, it's time for you to push past that and go with it anyway. Whatever you are being prompted to do or to follow through your intuition, whatever it is that you are being asked to let go of, this week it's going to be revealed to you. And when that time comes, remember that if you make the right decision when the death card shows up, you avoid the Tower moment. Okay, it's a plain way to put it. Your insight card of what is coming in is the World card. That big step forward, whether it's the promotion, whether it's the new job, whether it's the launching of your business, whether it is even just the feeling of a change of pace or a change of life, it all awaits you on the other side of you being brave enough to make that decision, to make that, to make the change. Now, your insight card is what's coming in. The World card is about that change, that elevation in status, or that movement towards some bigger, bolder, broader aspect of your life, or even just a different experience of life, than the one that you've been having. It's all waiting for you, Aries. It's all on the other side of your fear. And this is the time for you to gather your courage, gather your inner grit and just go for it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care and I'll see you soon.